Can you see that? Yeah. 11:21 on a random Monday.
Yo, it's Dave.
So I decided that every quarter this year, I'm going to do a CSR. In other words, creative skill review. I'm going to go through all my creative skills, so to say, and I'm going to review them and see where I'm at to kind of track my progress. So I'm going to start with the one where I think I'm highest skilled at, photography. Now, all of these different skills will be on a scale of 1 to 5. So with photography, it is one of my most practiced skills. And I will say I'm maybe like a 2.5 out of 5. I'm not a beginner. I know, more than the basics when it comes to photography, but I lack consistency, as in, going out there and taking photos after photo after photo. I would also say I lack range. For as long as I can remember, I've been doing street photography and I haven't really branched out very much. So one thing I want to do this year is to do more portraiture photography, more, maybe automotive photography, things like that. Second skill, videography, 1 out of 5. The most I know how to do is to match my shutter speed and my frame rate. And I know that if I'm outside, I have to use an ND filter. Other than that, straight beginner. Next, CG/VFX. This is another one of my most practiced skills. I went to uni to study this. I currently work in a job that requires me to use these skills. So I wouldn't say I'm a beginner, definitely a beginner, but I'm not an expert. I would probably say I'm intermediate. So I give myself like a 2. I don't know if I've said it already, but a 2.5, maybe 2.8 out of 5. And I think what's holding me back right now is not being able to find the time to do personal projects on the side. I think the minute I pattern that and I'm able to do consistently, whether it's one project every 3 months or 2 projects a year, however many it is, projects that push me past what I'm just doing at work. Next skill is video editing. This one is a little bit here or there, I'm not a beginner, not to do some, I think, more complicated edit, but I give myself a 1.5 out of 5. And I think the reason I gave myself that is because I'm really, really slow. Like, it takes me hours to edit the most basic YouTube video or TikTok or whatever it is. It just takes me ages. Next one, storytelling/writing. This is one that I've never done before. It's something I want to do going forward this year is, scripting my videos or, telling a story. Because from what I've seen and from what I can observe, if your video does well online, it's for multiple reasons. But one of those reasons will be because it has a good story or a good structure. When you say story, it doesn't necessarily mean like a traditional story, but like the structure of a story. You've got a beginning, middle, and end. You've got conflicts. You've got, things that spark emotions in people that make them want to watch your video, So that one, storytelling just writing, 0 out of 5. Let's see what we're looking at in quarter 2. And finally, we have design. This one I would say is also a 0 out of 5. I do have a very little design experience, but it's one of those things where I've always kind of been on the outside looking in. There's so many aspects of design, so I can't really just say design. But for now, I'm going to say design and keep it simple. Design, 0 out of 5. And mostly because I've never really designed anything. But yeah, that is my CSR or creative skill review. I will be doing another one in about 3 months, every quarter, and we'll see where we are. But until then, stay tuned for the next video. I don't know when it will be, but stay tuned for the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.